selling, it's about the number of bodies that have to get into the shop to do their buying. And he has turned over the whole last room of the exhibition space to the shop. So yes, you certainly will exit through the shop for that one. Tate Britain has a slightly different model. It's a much more complicated building. It's not just up and down, it's sort of round and round, and the way that people spend their money in that building is more complex. So that's not on exit in quite the same way. Where we can, we do. So we do, for our books, if we can print in China, we will. But we most often print in Europe, in Italy. For our products, we really try to be British-based. We're trying to embody a Tate ideal of becoming more campaigning. So particularly around the arts in education, Tate is taking a very firm stance with regard to that, and engaging in lots of conversations with government about the importance of art in education. And we think one of the things we can do to be as campaigning is to make sure that we're sourcing responsibly and that we're making within Britain. So pretty much all of the products that I showed you today are made in Britain.
What is your approach to distributing Tate product outside of the institution?
Where we can, we do. We distribute our books really widely. So you'll have seen a flyer. Sorry about that. So you can get Tate titles anywhere in the world. For our products, where we have the margin, we do distribute. We do it through our reps. So yes, we try and sell as many places as we can. I was showing somebody the tourist range, and they said, do the other tourist sites protest at your use of their image? No, they don't. They quite often buy the product in and sell it themselves.
With the movement to limited edition artworks, how do you negotiate your relationship with the artist and the dealer and the representation?
That's a really good question, and I think when there's an exhibition, it's more straightforward because the artist is working within Tate and often wants to do something for Tate, and the dealer's very happy about that because having an exhibition at Tate can only be a good thing for their artist. Because we're going to be more strategic about it, and we're often now going to be approaching artists who are not currently showing, I think we're going to end up in different kinds of conversations with the galleries, but we're approaching it in a very business-like manner. And actually that's a particular circumstance where being straightforwardly commercial takes some of the complicated discussion away. We're not asking for favours, we're asking for a business relationship, and they can choose to say yes or no accordingly.
Any more questions? Wave your hand so I can see you.
You made a very good point about distinguishing between income and profit. I just wonder if there's any intent to discern the value of some of your enterprises as well as the profit. So the quality of the shop experience adds to the focus point, adds to the overall experience. Do you try and quantify that or feed that in?
Yes, we try and do that through our visitor survey. So we ask about the quality of their experience and whether they'd recommend, and all of the normal kinds of questions that I'm sure you ask. And we also really look very hard at visitor comments, and they are circulated through the whole organisation every month, quantifying what people liked and what they didn't like. Usually not enough postcards in the shop and not enough seats in the gallery is the big, overwhelming feedback from that. So we're adding print, and we're trying to change our print much more regularly to reflect the changes in our collection.
I just had a question about the online catalogues. What kind of, what do you think of that?
For publishing online? So I think that can work in a number of different ways. I think at its hardest, it can work where it's simply not financially viable to make a print catalogue. Of course, there are costs associated with the writing and the work to put it online, but you then lose all of the print and holding costs. But in a more positive way, I think online publishing can do two other things, particularly within an art context. plenty of artwork just really doesn't work in print. If you have a video installation or you have an installation that opens pretty much as soon as the work is completed, it can take weeks for a print publication to catch up with that, and then it's just a flat representation of it. And I think online can work so much better than print for that. So for particular kinds of artwork, I think online is just a no-brainer, actually. And then there's the other kind of thing where print and online can work side by side. So you'd still have a print catalogue, but there might be richer, deeper, more specialist material that you'd like to put online and have as an exchange. I think it's really well known and well established now that scholars and researchers are often valued for their work by reach. So it's how many people did your piece of research reach, and online is just a much more obvious place for that than in print.
Do you see it as a commercial product that people pay for?
I don't think we're far enough down the line to know whether that's a commercial product or not. Sometimes I think that should be for free. Certainly research would be for free because we're a research organisation. But then I think there are any number of different models where you can monetize stuff online. We're just about to do a piece of research that I'm really interested in, which is about how people use catalogues. Do they actually read the words in the catalogue? Sometimes I think people don't, and I think that can be because it's difficult to do so in everyday life. So one of the things that we want to do is to sell a piece of print or the catalogue and then provide a free download of just the text so that you could read that while you're on the move. So I think there's any number of different ways that you could make a different business model. It doesn't have to be same size fits all for each exhibition.
Look, I'm sure this conversation is going to continue. I would really like to thank you for a fascinating talk. When we were developing this conference, someone did say to me, who's going to come and hear about a shop? And you've proven and you've been fantastic because, you know,
I'm glad you didn't tell me that before the talk.
Really exciting stuff there for all of us. And I think what's really interesting is, you know, we're all going to sort of fall on the ground in front of Tate scale budgets. But there is plenty there for all of us, and I'm sure the conversation will keep on going. And I have a little thank you for you, which I'll reveal now. It includes an extremely heavy book that you might have preferred to get delivered on Amazon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.